Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Dan here, and today I'm bringing you guys some gameplay commentary, and we're basically just going to be going over two of the games that have released this past 2 years for Call of Duty, and why they've been making little to no appearances on my channel until really recently. I mean, you'll see Infinite Warfare later on, but the gameplay you're going to be seeing here is a domination match on Icon. I think that's how you pronounce it, and you're going to see me kind of play pretty aggressively with an SMG, and I'm going to do pretty hot first round. Unfortunately, I just can't catch my bearings the second round. I get impatient and begin to make really poor plays and such. So unfortunately, we do end up losing the game, so spoilers. And then I give you guys an Infinite Warfare game that I actually got just a couple minutes ago for you guys. Couldn't really find a domination lobby, and so decided to just play TDM for you guys. So that's what's upcoming for you guys. It was a pretty solid team deathmatch gameplay. Nearly got half the kills for my team, so that's always a good thing. But anyways, the topic I want to talk about today is just mainly why having these Call of Duty has been very prominent on my channel. And I guess since World War II is currently on screen right now, I'm talking a little bit about World War II. So Call of Duty World War II is fundamentally still another Call of Duty, you know, and for me, it's not one of those games that is very enticing to me anymore. I feel like this game took a step back in the way that Advanced Warfare did, whereas they tried to implement something new, or in this case something old, which was bring it back to boots on the ground. But it felt like this game had skill-based matchmaking, and you know, I know there have been statistics that show that this thing happened. I think Drifter had a video about it that proved that it did happen, but Michael Condrey continued to just say, oh no, it doesn't happen, and I think lies through to our faces. And it's funny how after he left, you know, this game actually progressively got better. Now, unfortunately, by the time that it did, they made the improvements such as unlimited sprint, or you know, aim down sights, or you don't have the what's it called, the lag time to raise your gun to be able to aim down your sights after sprinting. So they implemented all these, well, I don't really want to call them fixes, because I guess they are fixes. They're fixing the game from what should have been fundamentally part of the original OG COD, but for some reason for this game they wanted to be more tactical, which, to be honest, is a fucking joke. If you want my opinion on like Call of Duty being more tactical, taking more skills, more strategy, let's be honest. I don't watch competitive Call of Duty. I haven't watched it since Black Ops 2, and I don't think I'll ever watch it again. You know, I might tune in from time to time, but maybe I'll watch the championships. And my favorite team is actually Team Optic, even though I don't like the Houston Outlaws. But I just really enjoy watching Crim6 play. I think he's a very good player. Very, very interesting to watch in the pro scene, so I always enjoy that. Look at that guy. He ate so many bullets, dude. But with that being said, I just can't get into the pro scene of this, and so it's not something that I would, I guess, keep interest in. So you know, that's one thing. And then on top of that too, it's not a game that like continuously should be competitive. You know, this is an arcade shooter. It doesn't have bullet drop. It's got hit scan type of thing, and it's just very action-packed, fast-paced type of shooter, you know. I guess in some cases you could say like, well, it's like CSGO, you know, but CSGO has a certain recoil pattern and stuff like that that you do have to master, and certain sight lines that you have to block. And you could argue that about Call of Duty, but personally I just feel that no one really cares that much about that scene. I know Black Ops 2 had a pretty big competitive scene, but after that it felt like it never reached that height any longer. So I mean, it is what it is. I think Call of Duty has reached a point where it's a game that is meant to be played for fun, as opposed to trying to make it tactical or anything of the sorts, you know. And so when they said they were going to make this tactical, therefore slowing down the game and punishing players like me that enjoy rushing and getting up in your faces with the SMGs, it makes me really, really it makes this game unenjoyable. Now that's not to say that, you know, I'm horrible at the game. I mean, there's plenty of gameplays like right here where I'm just dominating. You know, my KD isn't bad, and score per minute is pretty average, if anything, you know. And so, I wish I could be a better player, but personally for me, I just struggle with Sledgehammer games. I don't know what it is. I don't like their games, and they just haven't had or made a very good impact, at least on me. As far as the whole setting goes, I don't really care. As far as campaign goes, I know that, you know, by the time I make this video, Black Ops 4 has already been announced, and so for me, I don't really enjoy campaign. And so, you know, if you want to argue that the campaign's good, I mean, by all means, I would agree with you, because I've never played it, and it's like, oh, okay, that's cool, but I don't care. As far as the zombies goes, it was fun, but at Treyarch, I enjoy Treyarch Zombies, and to be honest, the two are pretty similar anyways, and so I would just rather play Treyarch Zombies simply because there's a more in-depth customization there than there is in World War II Zombies. I did enjoy playing through it the first time. Oh, look at this, dude. Look at the outplay right here. Look at that aim, though. Oh my god. Sometimes I don't know what my thumbs do, my dude. But, yeah, so, you know, like, aside from the multiplayer is what generally keeps me in a Call of Duty. Back in Black Ops, it was zombies. I really enjoyed zombies, but over time, I just came to realize that multiplayer was just a thing that I really enjoyed, and I think that's what a big majority of players really do enjoy. My friends generally played that, but unfortunately, too, speaking of my friends, I really don't play Call of Duty with anyone anymore. It's just the big majority of my friends have moved on to other games, and they're for their good reason too. You know, Call of Duty has not been good for an awfully long time. I would argue that Black Ops 2 is a very good Call of Duty, and I think it's one that is really worth the I guess the buy. But of course, none of them are die-hard multiplayer fans like I am, and so, you know, unfortunately, I really didn't have many people to play with, but it didn't bother me because I did enjoy Black Ops 3. But unfortunately for me, these two games, I just weren't as enjoyable. Now, I have played Infinite Warfare a little bit more recently, and I guess not really recently, a couple weeks back, during a double XP weekend, I actually decided to Prestige, and then finish Prestige 1, and then get to Prestige 2 about level 20. I think you'll see it in the video today where I get to, but I didn't really play this game at all during its prime year, and even as World War II came out, I didn't touch it very much up until just the past couple of weeks. I started enjoying it this past couple of weeks as I thought, you know, it's like, oh, okay, this is like it's a new feeling for the game, and so I began to really just enjoy it. So for me, I really do enjoy thrust jumping, and so that's why I decided to play it, but I'll get into that later. As far as this game goes, it just, I probably because the thrust jumping and stuff, I really think I'm one of those people that is pro, you know, the jetpacks, you know, because I feel that it allows good players, it separates the good players from the, I guess, average players, you know. I think like good players are going to be able to use the mobility and just dodge bullets, whereas World War II just kind of feels super slow and clunky, and then, you know, it just feels like head glitch galore. You know, it reminds me of the reasons why Call of Duty has gotten just sore or like very, very boring for me. You know, it's just whoever can beat the other guy to a head glitch first, and then just camp there till oblivion. You know, I mean, like with the movement ability, you're basically allowed to just hop over him and then get across choke points and then really outplay your opponents, you know, and have a chance. Because sometimes in maps like Nuketown, I mean even Nuketown to this day, you could still like suppress people in Black Ops 3, but I mean, at least with the ability to thrust jump, you can really just fly out the windows and just start, you know, going ham and getting a kill or so, you know, which would break their defenses, you know. Whereas in this game, it just feels like in this game, they basically just camped all over B, and my team couldn't push up. We couldn't frag, and then whenever I got a flank around, I couldn't really make a huge impact. You know, even if I would get kills here and there, my teams weren't able to push up. You know, and that's just one of the things that bothers me the most. A big majority of my wins relies to basically have one. Like, if I had one other person to queue up with me, I would win. I would say like half the games that I lost. And the reason I say that is because I know for a given fact that I just need someone to communicate with and basically just say that, hey, hop on this flag real quick and I'll be able to hold the line for you, you know. I mean, I play Call of Duty because I'm good at fragging out, and so when I'm, you know, I'm kind of running solo, and I'm not blaming this on the fact that, you know, no one's playing with me. I mean, you could just simply get good, or you just gotta get better, I guess. But like, it's just my playstyle, just frag out. Now you could say like, oh, go play team deathmatch, but the thing is, team deathmatch, it's even more out of your control, you know, because if your teammates die to it, you're like, well, fuck, you know. At least in domination, you could potentially hold the line. Eventually, your team will push up, and you just continue holding the line and streaking up, and eventually, you're gonna suppress the enemies by yourself, you know. Team deathmatch, you can't stop your teammates from dying, you know. That's not possible, you know. Whereas domination, you can hold flags from enemies, you know. So that's always like my argument against that. And plus, you know, domination, you earn a lot more XP too, you know. It's way more fast-paced, action-packed than team deathmatch. So, you know, that's why I don't play team deathmatch. But funny, you're gonna see Infinite Warfare team deathmatch, just because I couldn't really find many lobbies during this time of night. So decided to hop in some team deathmatch. But yeah, so that's a World War II for you. I don't like this game, you know. I think skill-based matchmaking is retarded. Keep that shit into league play, that's all I wanted. And then, I mean, the rest of the game, a lot of the problems that this game had has finally been fixed, and so that's very good. But unfortunately, I just don't have an interest in this game, and this boots on the ground just feels very stale. And so, you know, I'm honestly looking forward to what Treyarch can do as far as boots on the ground goes. Now, I've also heard about Modern Warfare 4, and I love Modern Warfare 3, but I don't know how it would hold up in today's standards, I guess you could say. So, anywho, I will now just talk about Infinite Warfare, since this is what's on screen now. I will tell you my initial thoughts of this game is I didn't like this game. I didn't like it too much, and I was pretty good at it. I had, you know, my KD is like 2.5-ish in this game. KD's not the best measurement, but my score per minute isn't too bad either. I mean, my team deathmatch score per minute is like 600 something, so I'm not one of those guys that just camps, but it's this game, once I got the hang of it, and once I figured out what all the fucking wonky equipment did, I began to really enjoy it. Obviously, in the beginning, I actually really had a hard time using the MV4. I actually started off using the K-Bar. That was a really good gun, but after a while, I decided I liked the Karma 45, and over time, I just realized that, you know, this isn't going to be one of those games where I'm going to use every single gun and just, you know, enjoy every single gun. You know, I realized that this is going to be one of those games that I'm just going to enjoy it until the next Call of Duty brings me through. You know, because Black Ops 3 has kind of aged, and it's a fun game, but I've kind of run out of things to grind, and so I figured might as well play this, give it a try again, and, you know, I did enjoy Modern Warfare 3, and so I was like, oh, I guess I'll give it a go. Infinity Ward generally plays out decently. I enjoyed Ghosts. It was alright. And so this game wasn't too shabby now that I played it again. But definitely my initial reaction was, this is slower than Black Ops 3. The guns are wonky, everything's weird, and it's fucked. You know, like this game's dunzos. I don't like this game. You know, that's my initial reaction of this game. But I will say though, if I had to pick World War II or this game, it'd definitely be this game for sure. I just feel that the hit detection feels better. The game overall just feels better. You know, sure the colors are a bit bland, but overall for me, I really enjoy this game. So I had a lot of fun with it. And then, you know, like I said, I'm a fan of jetpacks, so you know, that comes at no surprise as to why I like it. You know, so. Now there are a lot of things wrong with this game, you know. Obviously, first of all, the futuristic setting. Normally I'm not one to complain about settings, but I will say that settings this time was a problem in the fact that equipment relied on that as well. And when that, oh, that's just unfortunate. But all this bullshit equipment, there's like a graviton surge that just sucks everyone in, and if you get sucked in, you just die. And it's just like, it's not. There's a lot of fucking shit equipment in here that just makes you go like, what the fuck, you know? And it honestly is not very fun for me to play through, and so, you know, for me, it's not one of those things that I really enjoy. I was teabagging this guy because this motherfucker camping in the goddamn corner, dude. I should not have peeked him again. I don't know why I decided. Oh wait, no, that was in the part, I guess. But fortunately, he actually gets the better of me here. But you know, so I guess at the end of, you know, during World War II's life cycle, I guess you could say that I did enjoy this game. You know, it's not too bad. It's not horrible. I know a lot of people hated the advanced movement, and it was a little bit too advanced for like even Black Ops 3. But I guess it's just something I got used to, and one of those, I guess, games that I enjoyed. You know, it's one like Call of Duty Ghost. You know, eventually I just got around to really enjoying the game and having fun with it. So I guess it's just one of those Call of Duties. Will I be playing more of it? Probably. I don't think that this will be a game that'll leave my library right away. I think this will be one of those games that I really will get around to enjoying sooner or later. You know, I think I'll make a couple more prestiges in this game, I think, before I turn it in, I guess. But as soon as Black Ops 4 comes out, I'll see how that game turns out. You know, Treyarch games usually don't pan out too well for me. Black Ops 2 I didn't like too much, and Black Ops 3 it started off really well for me. Probably because I got used to the mobility from Advanced Warfare, and once I got good with it, Black Ops 3 became suddenly very fluid because the thrust jumping was just much better. And that was the graviton surge that you just see. It's a black hole, so I'd hide behind the wall, and this guy actually almost kills me, but luckily I did not have that problem. But also, if you can see on screen, this is also terminal. This isn't your, like, I get sniped by this motherfucker just camping in the corner right there. Like, he just camping right there. Should not have peeked. Yeah, he's sitting right there in that corner, which is unfortunate, but didn't notice him. But I guess, like, if you ask me, like, why this game got so much hate, it's just mainly is because just the setting. I think it's better than World War II. I personally think it is, and it's also unfortunate that at the time of its release it ended up just being, you know, very poorly received. So it's unfortunate, but I will say that, you know, if you guys are considering buying this, I will tell you no, because there is, I could very, and that's, I had to run away from that shit, but I could see Black Ops 4 coming out, and, you know, no one would really buy this game anymore. I can't imagine anyone choosing to buy this game anymore, because if you wanted a thrust jump game, Black Ops 3 would do it better. You know, if you wanted a, look at these guys, dude, god damn it, campers. But if you wanted a, you know, futuristic game, Black Ops 4 would probably get it done even better for you, you know? There's really just no reason for me to be buying, or for you to be buying, what's it called, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare in any modern day. So, you know, that's just my two thoughts on, you know, buying, I guess, Infinite Warfare at this point in time. So, it's definitely a good game, but it just definitely is not, I guess, worth buying anymore. Black Ops 3 just has more content, and overall so much more fun, as opposed to, I guess, Infinite Warfare, you know, so. But, I guess that's really all I wanted to say about these two CODs. You know, just, once again, sorry if it sounds like a rant, because it is a rant, but, you know, I just don't really, like to write on my commentaries, like I said, so, you know, all you're gonna hear is a rant, but it's unfortunate that Infinite Warfare ended up this way. It really is a decent game, and I think they supported it really well, and plus you could actually earn your weapons, you know, cough Black Ops 3, as opposed to just being forced to have to use it over a supply drop. So it's a little unfortunate, but I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. So, but But as you can see, the gameplay is actually wrapping up here. We're nearing the 100 mark, so you know, ooh, look at that. I get that guy too. Plus, I love the way that this game loads in. You just load in like, you can look around and stuff, and like it's really cool. So I think it's really great. I don't know. I think a lot of small details that this game had was really cool, and the fact that you can salute like that, I think is really cool. So I don't know what 40 and 8 or something. That's what it says. I don't know. Oh, that's not 40 and 8. It's 42. Maybe 42. Yes, I think it is 42 and 8. That's what I think it is. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.